Hello, welcome to No Sevens Dice Club. January 2021 casino updates for the Gulf Coast, Biloxi, Gulfport, New Orleans, that area of the nation. Hopefully everybody had a great Christmas. Hopefully everybody had a great New Year's. Staying safe and healthy, that's the main thing. Nothing really to report on. I am shooting not from my craps table or from a casino. I went to all the casinos yesterday. I did a video of a challenge series to me where I was trying to do different, go to play at 8 different casinos in 10 hours and see what the outcome was. Still debating if I want to release that video. Had a lot of success with it, but I'm kind of on hold with that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get on with it. So we have the Scarlet Pearl. I went over all the restaurants in December, and everything's pretty much about the same at the Scarlet Pearl. All the restaurants are open except for the buffet is still closed. Everything seems to be working. They did post as of yesterday at the Pearl. If you go to that little coffee shop, right when you walk in, they are selling king cakes now. I don't know how much of a traditional New Orleans style king cake it is, but it is a king cake. If you want to pick one up, you can get a Mississippi king cake, what I would call it. But anyway, so let's look at the tables. So for your Baccarat players, you have $25. For your craps players, you have $15, $10 roulette, $10 to $15 blackjack tables, and then $25 for everything else. I don't know why I wrote $25 for everything else. It was $10 to $15 for everything else, for like your Mississippi Stud, your 3-card, stuff like that. Your other card games too are running about $10 to $15 is what it is. I don't know why I have 25. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the IP. So that's what it is over at the Scarlet Pearl. So you have $15 craps, and then you have 10 roulette, and then 10 to 15 on your card games, black and everything else. Okay, and then at the IP, you have $25 everything. It doesn't matter what you play. Roulette's 25, craps is 25, baccarat's 25. Everything is 25 over there. So we'll just go ahead and put 25 everything at the IP. Everything is 25. It is very slow at the IP, go figure, because they're the most expensive. They are the most expensive casino on the Gulf Coast right now. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I walked in. It was still just like it was back in May. I mean, everything was $25. All right, next up is the Boomtown. We're walking our way down the strip. $15 crap table, $10 to $15 baccarat. No, that's not right. I'm sorry. $15 to $25 baccarat tables. Yeah, $15 to $25 baccarat tables. So 15 craps. 15 to 25 bac. And we have no roulette over there. So no roulette, because they never have a roulette table. I never see a roulette table open over there, and it is a ghost town. If you want to play at a small time casino, that would be the place to play if you want to play inside that strip area. The other one is Treasure Bay. It's a really smaller one. But what's nice about Boomtown versus Treasure Bay is that Treasure Bay is really packed and really smoky, whereas Boomtown doesn't have a lot of people, so it's slower and it's not as smoky. And it's not as cheap as Treasure Bay, but it's pretty much almost pretty in line with everything else. $15 to $25 box, $15 craps, and no sevens, you're missing one. Oh, and 10 to 15 on your card games. So your blackjack and everything else is $10 to $15. So, and what makes the difference between Boomtown and Treasure Bay is that Treasure Bay has $4 roulette, always open, and they also have $5 blackjack. But you will see $15 craps and they don't have Bach at Treasure Bay. Okay, moving on to Harris. Harris and Gulfport, or Harris and Biloxi. I don't know why I keep on wanting to say Gulfport. Harris and Biloxi finally changed some of their prices on some of their things. And what they did was they have $15 roulette. So we have $15 roulette. All right. And we have $15 to $50 blackjack. And for your card game people, we are looking at anywhere from $15 to $25 rest of your card games. So any card games, okay? That's what we are looking at over there. And then what we are also looking at is $25 Bach for all my Bach players. And then we're also looking at $25 craps tables. Now, let me be very clear about the craps table. They have, I don't know if they're short staff, if what they're doing over there is, I can't speak for them. So I'm just going to go and just say how I think what's going on. I don't think they have enough employees over there to open up a big enough table. I think they're kind of still on the smaller end of things. So they're not opening up their normal craps table. So when you go over there, they have a little 6-foot tub. And if you're not used to playing on a 6-foot tub, and what makes that 6-foot tub even worse is that tub is ultra bouncy. I mean, it's on trampolines. Some people have a lot of success. I have people who've commented to me before and said, no, Sammons, I've had success at that 6-foot tub at Harris. Good for you, man. I don't want to touch that thing with the 10-foot pole. Also, I was also, going back to that, the tub also requires 2 people, you know, your stick man, and then your like, it's 2 dealers pretty much over there. And, you know, with a full-size table, you know, it requires, you know, your 3 people behind the craps table, then your stick man. So it cuts it down in half pretty much. Also, what I want to mention to you is that they have your own personal bubble craps over there. And it's really interesting. If you want to go have a fun time and you want to go blow some money, I'll come up with a cool little strategy on how to beat that game. That game is very beatable. So what it is, it's a bubble craps that's 3 chairs. And each one has their own little bubble craps machine with their own dice in the little glass thing, and you hit the button. You know, you go over there and you just tap on the button, and then you smash the thing next to you, and it pops the dice. You know, it pops them up, and that's your number. Don't expect any long rolls with that thing. I mean, that thing is 7 heavy, big time. But you play for $1, which is really nice. I mean, you can go over there and you can play for a while. I played for 30, 40 minutes. I made a $2 profit and got out, you know. But I mean, I got all the way down to $20. I bought in for 40, got all the way down to 20, and got myself all the way back up to a $2 profit and walked out the casino. But everything is $1 bet. If you want to be, you can bet, I think it's up to $1,000. I don't know why in the world you ever bet $1,000, but it's $1. It starts off $1. But what's nice is the hard ways for the 9, for the hard ways for the 6 and 8 pays out 10 to 1, and the 4 and 10, I believe, pay out 9 to 1 or 8 to 1. I can't remember exactly what the payout was on that. And then your horn bets pay out the same. So everything is still the same. So you can make money on the horns, hard ways, and the C and E bets too, and your hops. I think they have hops on there too. I didn't play the hops, but I think there's hops on there also. But anyway, so you have your own personal bubble craps for $1. So I'll put bubble for $1. So that's what we have. All right, and I need to speed this up because we're spending way too much time at Harris. All right, the Palace. The Palace is next. So we have $10 craps tables. Sometimes they'll open it up and they'll have a $5, just depending on where they go and how they stand. But it's a $10 at the craps, and then it's a $200 buy-in. So $200 buy-in, okay? And it is $5 roulette, so $5 roulette, okay? And it is, depending on what you're playing, it's anywhere from $10 to to $25 blackjack or card games, okay? And everything's pretty much the same as far as restaurants go at the Palace. Nothing has changed. But now when we get to the Golden Nugget, the Noodle Bar down below, right where the cashier cage is and everything else, the little Asian Noodle Bar, it has opened. It's been in the, people have been demanding that restaurant open. They finally opened. It's been closed for a long time. I'm not sure if they opened up in middle of December or not, but it is open. So if you want to go check that out, people really like it. I've never eaten there, so I can't give you my personal recommendation, but it is the Noodle Bar on the main floor. It is right next to, what is it, Morton's over there, I think it is, but it's right next to the cashier cage. You can't miss it. And it's on the left of the cashier cage, but let's get to it. So we have $10 crap tables, okay? $10 craps for right now is over there. And they're saying on the weekends that they can bump this up to $25. It just depends on the demand. But for right now, during the weekdays, it is $10. And the blackjack tables are, they are $25 to $50, okay? And that's your blackjack. And then for your other card games, other tables, is that you're looking at I just lost my train of thought. Oh, you're looking at around $15, okay? $15 for the other card games. So for your other ones, that's what you're looking at. And then you have for your Baccarat players, you're looking at $25 to $100 Bac table. So if it was me and if I was playing Bac, I would go to Boomtown for $15 to $25 versus $25 to $100 at your Bac. And then $15 roulette. So 15 roulette. All right. And then for your Hard Rock, you're looking at $15 crap tables and $25 on the weekends. They told me that they go to $25 on the weekends. $15 during the weekdays is your craps tables. And you're looking at $15 roulette. Pretty much everything is $15. I should just write $15 to everything. You have, except for your Bac. Your Bac is $50 to $100 at your Bac table. All right. And then it's $25 blackjack and $15 card games, okay? Alrighty. And hopefully you guys do not have any of that in view. So let me bring that into view so that way you guys can see that. So there is your Hard Rock. So $15 craps, $15 roulette, 15 card game, $50 to $100 Bac, and 25 your blackjack tables, okay? So stay with me. I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to go over the rest of it. Alrighty guys, moving on. So the Beau Rivage, they have $10 craps tables for right now. So they have $10 craps. So we have $10 for the craps tables, and they have $15 is what you will see on the weekends. Will be $15 craps. They have $10. I mean, it's pretty much $10 everything. $10 roulette, and they also have $10 to $25 your card games, including blackjack. And then you have 25, and they had two tables open, so 25 and a $50 Bac table over there. Okay, and everything's pretty much staying the same over at the Beau. Nothing's really changing too much. It's all pretty much staying the same. Move that over. See if I can fix that for you guys. Okay, and they have, let's see, and over at Treasure Bay, I kind of went over everything they had at Treasure Bay. When I went over there, it was a $15 craps table, just like Boomtown, so $15 craps. And it was $5 to $25 blackjack and card games. Okay, so blackjack and card games. And they had $4 roulette. So if you like to play roulette, that's the place to play. Is that? And they had the old school roulette wheels, which is kind of nice. It's the old wooden ones you don't see too much of anymore. It's the $4 roulette. And they also, I didn't see any box. I don't think they have, that's right, they don't have any box. So they have 0 box. And then Island View doesn't have any box. I think Hollywood does, but I never see anybody at their box tables. And Silver Slipper does not have any box. So Island View, when I went over there, it was a $10 craps table. So $10 craps. They do have a digital craps table over there. If you want to play, it wasn't open, so I couldn't tell you anything about it. I walked by real quick. It was super late at night. I just did a quick walk around to see everything else. They said on the weekends it'd be a $15 craps table, and it is it was 15 to 25 card tables, and then it was $10 roulette. Okay, and then if you went to the other side, the beach view, they have the exact same thing. It was $10 craps, it was $15 to $25 cards, and $10 roulette over there also. I don't play there that much anymore. I kind of stick to Biloxi. I used to go to Island View all the time and realized I was just spinning my wheels as far as them not really giving me any comps or anything else. I mean, I would go, you know, drop almost $2,000-$3,000 over there, and they'll give me a $5 free bet once a month. And you know, you can go to NGM, you can go to Harris and everything else, which have other casinos in other places of the nation, and they're willing to give you $25 to $50 free bets. Real quick, also on the free bets, I want to share the story with you. Harris in New Orleans, I was playing craps today, and they had a guy who had 2 free bets, and each one was for $875. And he played them both. He won one and lost the other one, and he won the $875, or he actually won a little bit more because he put it on the 8, so he won a little bit more, and then he walked right back out the casino. I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, that's a good day's pay if you're making over $900 off of an $875 free bet. So the Hollywood, nobody plays at the Hollywood. It is a ghost town over there. You can pretty much, you know, roll a bowling ball down the middle of that casino and nobody. I mean, it's even more empty than the Boomtown Casino in Biloxi. I went there late last night. Nothing was open, so it was really hard for me to gauge anything to be open. But when I was looking at the tables to see what the prices were, we have $10 craps, and we have, it looked like 10 to 25 card games for your blackjack and everything else. They have one blackjack table open. It was a single deck, and it was $25. But he said they do have other $10, and it was a $10. It was a $15 roulette wheel over there, and that was closed. So I don't know if it was 15 from the weekend, if it was 10 for the weekday. I don't know. It was super late when I got there. It was almost 1 o'clock in the morning. When I got to Silver Slipper, it was definitely 1 o'clock in the morning. I was really tired. So they have, and over there it was $15 craps, and they have their buffet open at the Silver Slipper, but their buffet has gone up significantly in price. I don't recommend eating at that place anymore, especially when you can go to the Palace. The Palace has, and if you go on the weekday, Monday through Thursday, their buffet for the month of January is half price. I ate there. Well, I ate there for free because I have 20 of them. So I don't know what I'm going to do with all these buffets. But anyway, their buffet was only $21 for dinner. Their buffet at the Silver Slipper is $40 now. $40. So really expensive. I couldn't believe it. The only reason why I went over there and I found out about the buffet, because I went there to go eat, and they offered me one buffet, and then they gave me the other one for free. In December. That was their comp for me. It seems like everybody wants to give me free buffets, but they don't want to pay me in free bets. So I guess I have to eat my weight of food in dollar bills, you know, or something. However, I'm trying to say that, but you know, make up my money and food wise. So okay. So moving on, because we're 20 minutes into this, so let's wrap this up. We're already done. So, and we had $15 to $25 card games at the Silver Slipper, and we have $15 roulette. Okay, now here comes the big puppy. So I don't know if it's going to be like this the whole entire time, but we have $25 everything. 25, just like the IP, is everything you go and play at. It doesn't matter what you play at. Baccarat's 25, the Roulette's 25, the Blackjack's 25, the 3-car stud's 25, any card games 25, the craps tables are 25. And I don't know if it was just for New Year's, but it went from $50 to $100 on everything except for the roulette for New Year's. It was still $25, but everything else was $50 to $100. It was insane for New Year's. I had to hurry up, try to squeeze out 1,000 tier points to get my diamond status. Make sure I was eligible for my diamond status. So no sevens was sweating, playing at $25 roulette and $50 crap tables, trying to get 1,000 tier points in one day, and I ended up getting 1,100 tier points. So I was really happy. So I don't know if every weekend's going to be $50 to $100, because you had Ohio State and Clemson in that weekend. So I don't know if they were just trying to maximize their profits or what. And it was still pretty packed. They had 6 craps tables open, and the average they had $50 to $100 crap tables, and they were slap full. People were betting on $50 to $100. I have never seen that before, having that many craps tables opens with that high of a limit, and people were still betting and playing. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was insane. I mean, I was watching people lose $2,000 to $3,000 in a matter of minutes instead of an hour or two. I mean, it was minutes. You know, they were just going through their money. I mean, it was pretty much you just hand over your money. But that's pretty much about everything. If there's any restaurants that you see that are open and everything else, I went there kind of late. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. Couldn't really check on the restaurants. I'm going to check more on the restaurants in February. I'm going to probably start my day a little bit earlier. I started at noon. And so by the time I got done with the Silver Slipper and Hollywood and all that, it was super late. But that's pretty much about it. Oh, the other news, if you're still with me, I'll put this in the description below, but you guys can get the bonus coverage. Caesars Entertainment is in the process of buying out Hill something. It's the sports betting group in London for $4 billion. They're going to try to buy the rights out. It's like William and Henry or something, Henry Hill, something like that. It's they're trying to get all the votes passed through all the different states, and right now they have 6 out of 15 votes. So they're waiting to hear more. The acquisition is supposed to take place in March. So it's a multi-billion-dollar deal. You know, Eldorado, Caesars, Eldorado's trying to buy out pretty much everything. It sounds like, you know, they're going all in. They're pushing all their chips in, trying to get what they can. I don't blame them for the sports betting. That's the way to go. But that is your January 2021 updates. If there's anything I can do for you for these updates, or if you have any more information, please send it in the comments below. Your comments are always really welcome. I appreciate all the information. Sometimes I don't have enough time to get to your comments right away, but always send your comments. Whatever you guys need, just let me know. And I hope you guys have a great January, a great New Year's, and I will talk to you guys next month.